Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of July 13th, 2016. I got a decent amount on my pull list this week, so yeah, I'm going to get right into it. First up, we have Action Comics number 959. Yep, 957, 958 were amazing. I really enjoyed them, so I'm really looking forward to this issue. It's kind of everything is unfolding at a decent pace in this book, and I'm really enjoying the direction they're taking Superman right now in the DC Universe Rebirth stuff. So if you haven't jumped on Action, I do recommend you do. It is a good title. Next up, we have Bloodshot Reborn number 15. We're on Bloodshot Island now. Similar theme running through a book further down the pull list. But Bloodshot's basically on an island where they kill him and the other versions of Bloodshot over and over again to perfect a weapon. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Jeff Lemire's definitely been knocking it out of the park with Bloodshot. Really solid title, and I'm enjoying it, so looking forward to that one. Next up is the hardcover version of Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, issue 5. This is the Jim Lee sketch cover hardcover single issues that are they're $13, but it's pretty much the only way you get the Jim Lee, and you get this nice little spine like art that's slowly unveiling. But yeah, I enjoyed issue 5. I read it I think it was last week or the week before. Yeah, good stuff. Brian Azzarello is doing a solid job on that book. Next up, we have DC Bombshells number 15. This collects digital chapters 43 through 45. Again, this is kind of just a okay title, not the best, but I love me the Bombshells, and it's cool to see this different universe going on. So yeah. Next up, we have Descender number 13. This just Jeff Lemire, a lot of Jeff Lemire today. Really good book. I'm totally enjoying it. Dustin Nguyen's art knocks it out of the park on this title. So if you haven't checked out Descender, I highly recommend you do. I think the first 2 trades are out. So definitely get on that if you have not. Next up, we have Detective Comics number 936. Again, just like Action, Detective has just been an amazing title. I can't wait to see what happens in this issue. But really solid stuff. I saw that this was coming out. I'm like, yes, another detective issue. So next up, we have Earth to Society number 14. Earth to Society is not great. It's not as good as the original Earth 2 that James Robinson penned with the New 52, but I'm going to finish out the series and see where it goes. Hopefully it ends soon, and if that happens, then it goes on my eBay. Next up, we have Disney Pixar's Finding Dory number 1. If you don't know, if you're like, why is this on your list? I have 2 children. They're 3 and 5. They attempted to go watch Finding Dory the other week, and my daughter could not sit still, and so they were not able to finish the movie. Hopefully, I get to take my son to finish it, because I want to see that movie. Next up, we have Flash number 2. Really enjoy Flash. Great title. The artwork is okay, in my opinion. It's not the best. It harkens back to the artist that was on it when Johns was writing it. I can't remember his name. Yes, I know, Trip, you know who the artist is, so just leave the comment down below. But good stuff. You need to check out Flash. Next up, we have Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth number 1. Robert Venditti is penning this with art by Ethan Van Sciver. So it's going to look amazing. Now, hopefully, Venditti's kind of honed his Green Lantern skills and can give us a good, solid rebirth of Green Lantern. So we shall see. Next up is probably one of the curious and anticipated titles from the Rebirth stuff. But I picked it up because I'm curious, and it's Rebirth. And that's New Superman number Rebirth, or is this new? Just New Superman number 1. This doesn't get a Rebirth title because it's New Superman. So I'm curious to see what this all entails. We did see the New Superman in Batman and Superman issue 30 something. I can't remember. It's, I think, part 5 of the final days of Superman. So if you're trying to find that, it is a key issue now because it's the first appearance of the new Superman. But yeah. Next up is Nightwing #1 Rebirth. Nightwing Rebirth #1. I'm not a big Nightwing fan. I have enjoyed reading stories about Dick Grayson. The Grayson series is really good. You should check it out. But yeah, we'll see where Nightwing goes with this one. But yeah. Next up is Ninjak #17. Continuing the siege. Was it the Siege of King's Castle? Sorry. Yeah. So I like Ninjak. It's cool, or Ninjaks, however you want to say it, or Ninja K. It's good stuff. Yeah. Next up is, we're jumping all the way from N to W. Is Wacky Raceland #2. First issue was interesting, so I'm curious to see where it goes with issue 2. But the artwork's awesome, and it's dark and it's gritty, and I like it. Next up, we have Wonder Woman #2. So we get to see what's going on with Wonder Woman. Rucka's telling 2 stories in this book. So this will be the second installment. So hopefully we can kind of enjoy, like, I can see how the pacing is and see if it works. But I really enjoyed the Rebirth issue and issue 1. So yeah. And the last up is Wrath of the Eternal Warrior #9. Much like Bloodshot Island, the Eternal Warrior is trapped in a labyrinth and they keep killing him. So it's pretty funny that the stories are kind of similar. Robert Vendetti's done an amazing job on this book. So hopefully he brings his A game to Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, because I'm enjoying his Valiant stuff. There's a bunch of variant covers. I'll go ahead and grab those this week that came out for DC Rebirth. There's always tons of variant covers, but these are the ones I picked up, and I picked up the one for Action Comics #959. Pretty cool one there with Superman suffering from kryptonite and Lex standing in the background. We have one for Detective Comics #936. 936. I can read backwards. Awesome cover. So yeah, enjoyed that one. The next one I got is the one for Flash #2. Interesting kind of crazy stuff going on in that cover, so pretty cool. The Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth #1 had the little kind of, what you call it, like model statue cover or action figure cover, kind of posy cover. So I grabbed that. New Superman #1 also had a variant cover. So yeah, you can pick them up like a and be a sucker like me, or you can just check them out here. Next up is Nightwing Rebirth #1. Again, you got the little DC logo on the bottom and the kind of showing off the model pose or whatever. And then last up is the Wonder Woman #2 Frank Cho cover. This one's a little weird. Her face is off in this. I'm not sure, but I picked it up anyway. So that's it for my pull list. Again, those are the titles that I bring home for my collection that I really enjoy. Now we're on to the read list. Yes, the wonderful read list. So first up on the read list is Civil War #3, the big issue where Marvel says, wait, everything culminates in issue 3. I know my fellow conspirators have enjoyed Civil War 2. I have not been a big fan of it. It really feels like a rehashed story, and it's not too entertaining right now, especially kind of with what they're setting up, and with the information that we got yesterday and with what's released today, so you could probably get it at your local comic shop. It's going to be some huge shift in Marvel with their new Marvel Now, and I think that Civil War is basically the lead into that. But I am not impressed so far with what I've read in Civil War. But let's check it out. And then we have Civil War 2, Amazing Spider-Man #2. I read the first issue. I'll read the second issue, see if it piques my interest. But again, the Civil War minis, it's kind of all over the place. You can read the main Civil War and kind of get the gist. You don't necessarily need to read the minis, but I'm checking them out. So yeah, we have a new #1 from Image, and that's Horizon. I know nothing about this. I know there was a preview in a couple of the Image books that came out recently, but I didn't read it. So I'm just gonna go in, see if I like it. If you see it in the read list or the pull list, it means I really enjoyed it, or it's interesting enough that I'm gonna keep checking it out. Next up is a really solid title from Marvel, and again, it's a Jeff Lemire book, and that's Old Man Logan #8. Again, Old Man Logan is just really, really a good, solid book, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, Jeff Lemire's just knocking it out of the park with it. Next up is a book that we got shorted a few weeks ago, or last month, and that's Power Man and Iron Fist #5, which means that guess what? We have issue 6 as well this week. So I'm gonna get caught up on Power Man and Iron Fist issues #5 and issues #6. This is probably the make or break issues for me. The first arc was not that great, and I didn't really enjoy it so much. But I'm gonna give it give it 2 more, I think, and see if I'm gonna continue reading it. There were a couple titles that I didn't grab because we didn't have enough copies, and honestly, one I didn't grab because I completely missed it. But I'll check it out hopefully Thursday. And that's Civil War II: Choosing Sides. #2 is out. That's the collection of random or the short one-shot stories or a continuation story. So yeah, there's two news stories in this one, and then a continuation of the Nick Fury one from issue 1. So check it out, see if it's interesting. And then the other one I didn't grab was Vision #9, like a dumbass. I completely missed it. But hopefully there'll still be a copy there on Thursday, and I can check it out. But Vision is just great. Tom King has done an amazing job on that book, and it's sad to see it end. But I'm hoping for a nice little collection, a hardcover collection of it. And he's at DC doing Batman now, so I can't be too sad. A couple things. We did get a promo thing in today, and that I told Ryan is mine. He said no, and I said yes, and so I got it. And then it is a little poster for the Suicide Squad movie coming up. Yes, awesome stuff. August 5th is when it comes out, and I cannot be more excited. I'm probably gonna watch the shit out of that movie. Even if it sucks, I'm probably gonna go watch it again. But really super excited for Suicide Squad. Definitely gonna do a review video for you guys on my reaction to the movie and all that stuff. And last but not least, there is a free book that comes out, and it's a free preview book. We got this from Marvel with the all new, all different stuff, and so we're getting the Marvel Now stuff, and it's technically their theme for this one is Divided We Stand. I did a video on the all new, all different one, and I'll do a video on this one, going through basically kind of, it has a checklist here in the front, which I'll show you real quick. It's got a checklist on the front here that you can see online of all the stuff that's coming out. So I'll go through this and do a video on. Excuse me, sorry, it's really late. I'll do a video on that, just like I did for all new, all different, so you can kind of get my take on how I feel about this new Marvel Now, or this Marvel Now again, or whatever the Marvel smashed. I don't know. Divided We Stand. I don't know. So yeah. So that's it for the pull list. Thanks for watching. I want to make a little announcement here. Down in the description below, there's going to be a link for the Harley Quinn #1 Comics Conspiracy exclusive variant. We are doing our first store exclusive variant at Comics Conspiracy, and it's for Harley Quinn. The artist from Grayson, I can't remember his name right now because I'm a horrible person. He was the one that we got as an artist, and he sent in his art, and it looks amazing. If you listen to the Comics Conspiracy podcast, it is the artwork for episode 269, which we just finished recording tonight. It's a fucking long episode Bryce was on. I'm just going to warn you there. Yeah, so again, there's a link for that down below, but I will get a link for you to go check out that variant cover. It's an amazing cover. And if you noticed it on the thumbnail for the video, it's in the bottom corner so yeah, but definitely check that out. If you're local to us, you can pick it up in store. You can go ahead and get a hold of Ryan and say, hey, I want to put my name down for a copy. We will have plenty of copies, but if you just want to make sure to put your name down, then go for it. Also, it'll be online. It'll be available online through Comics Conspiracy's website at comicconspiracy.biz, and also through the eBay store. Once the eBay store is up, there's going to be you can get a single copy, or there's going to be bundles of like 5 and 10, and we're also going to get graded versions. So we're going to have like 9.8s from CGC and the comic or CB grading. It's the other company that people who worked for CGC left and made this company. So check that out. It is an awesome cover. I can't wait to grab. I already snagged my copy, and I'm probably going to pre-order one of those screened ones that are going to be guaranteed 9.8 or above. So yeah, so that's it for this week. I'm going through some stuff, personal stuff right now. So hopefully I can keep doing. I'll keep getting these videos out to you guys. But there might be some things that are going on. For those of you who know me or are close to me, and know what's going on, I thank you for your support. It's been a very difficult process, and once I'm a little bit more. Once everything's, I know some more of what's going on, I will fill you guys in and let you know. But I do appreciate you guys watching. So yeah, remember, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below in that nice little comment section. Share the video on Twitter or Facebook, and say, hey, check out this ginger guy who talks about his weekly pull list for comics every week. Again, like earlier, I told you can catch me on the Comic Conspiracy podcast, and we just finished recording episode 269, where we go over the tail end of the Marvel #1s, and we talk about the June sales charts for comic book industry. So boring, wonderful stuff. So yeah, check that out. You can help support me and my fellow conspirators at patreon.com/comicconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, that helps with hosting and keeping, other stuff that goes on with the podcast, and it helps us get, some books. And we really appreciate all of our Patreon backers. And we do have, for our Patreon backers, an exclusive Bryce Briefly that's out this week. So if you're one of our Patreon members, go ahead and check that out as well. And that one's long too. So that's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.